Francis Newton Souza worked on an innate impulse. And he worked endlessly, almost frenetically early in his career, creating as many as a total of 12 drawings and paintings in a single day. Souza's dynamic canvases are a real testament to his passion to communicate his experiences, emotions, and sometimes incredibly biting criticism. The theme of landscapes made for an integral part of Souza's practice and serve as some of the most insightful and captivating records of the artist's meditations and life. They rooted him, in a sense, as we see throughout his artistic journey. For example, in the 1940s, he documented his birthplace, Goa, and its people in very bright watercolors. These small format watercolors grew along with his developing style into somewhat enigmatic cityscapes executed after his move to London in 1949. His 50s works then took on a depth with his use of oil on canvas or board as the work behind me. The present lot, building in Trafalgar Square, is one such cityscape which documents the dislocation and gloom of post-war Britain. It captures the aura that a night sky brings, depicting the landscape, but also, and more critically, gives us a sense of his mood and that of London in general during this period. This work is delineated in heavy impasto and really shrieking bold lines, characteristic of Souza's hallmark style. It was executed in 1955, the year that was witness to some of the most iconic events of Souza's career leading up to his artistic apogee. In terms of his writing, this was the year that Stephen Spender, editor of the literary magazine Encounter, published his much-lauded essay, Nirvana of a Maggot, which made Souza far more visible in Western art circles. During the same time, he also met Victor Musgrave, who was the owner of Gallery 1, and offered him a solo exhibition in February of 1955. That show did exceptionally well, gaining the attention of critics such as John Berger and art collector Peter Watson, who later showed his works alongside such masters as Francis Bacon, Sutherland, Moore, and others. The present lot further highlights Souza's genius as a painter of the mind rather than the eye. Souza often asked many of us the enigmatic question, "What do you see?" He relied on his imagination and spontaneity to compose his pictures. He began painting his landscapes from photographs, which then grew into a collective image of places from his memory. Souza's landscapes are essential and relevant even today, as they stand for the collective experience of historic markers in time. They're not celebrations of nature, really, nor attempts to capture the fleeting sunset, but are reflections on reality and are paintings with an impeccable mastery of the line and color that make for his most potent creations. In the following decades, from the 50s, this structured composition saw gradual evolution. His paintings grew more gestural and dramatic as time went on, as can be seen in Landscape in Red from 1960 and A Charcoal on Linen from 1964, Lots 74 and 73 respectively in our current spring online auction. Take a look at these important landscapes by F N Souza, among many other exceptional works of art, in the catalog for our upcoming spring live and online auctions taking place on the 16th and 17th of March, 2023.